just hammered.
Just ejecting shows.
Actually, it's just the fat sausage fingers.
Yep, that's pretty much what it is.
He's a big guy.
I'm a little hot. I'm wearing jeans right now, and I hate being hot. So when I'm hot, I mess up, and that does not work well when you're in the radio business.
They need to make like special keyboards for fat people.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I mean, my big problem, man, I look really sweaty on camera. My problem is, I mean, when I'm typing or even when I'm trying to get on my phone and text.
You were wearing the black shirt outside?
No, I switched it over.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I was wearing a high res.
Your
shirt.
truck's a lot cleaner than mine, though. We both have black trucks, and mine gets yellow every day right now.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I see that sits under an oak tree.
Oh, well, that's a big problem.
Well, so the big news, we got no more undefeated Miami of Ohio.
Who did they lose to? Because
they lost to UMass. Old K-State coach Frank Martin is the UMass coach. This was the MAC quarterfinals. So this is their first game in the MAC tournament, and they lose to a 17-15 UMass team that went 7-11 in the MAC. This Miami team had been living on the edge. I mean, their last 3 games were won by 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. They've been living on the edge, and now I don't think they get in.
No, we kind of talked about it before. They would almost have to make it to the finals.
I think they could have made it to the finals and won, so they'd have been 33-1. Made it to the finals and lost, but this is a bad loss. I just don't think they have any quality wins. They haven't played a single, it's the quadrant 1.
Yes,
it's like the big. Yeah. They haven't played a single one of those games. I don't even know if they've played a Q2 game. But I don't think the MAC will get that much respect. The last time the MAC had 2 teams in, you remember when it was?
I'm going to say 2003.
Around that, it was when Wally Zerbiak was with Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know who the other team was, but that Miami team went to the Sweet 16.
That is huge.
This is just a bit. This sucks for USF because. Yeah. They're sitting there on the bubble, and I know USF's percentage chances are in the 20s as an at-large. It's so sad. They got to win. They just got to win the conference.
Pretty much.
They got to win 2 games in a tournament where they're the best team. Which,
by far.
Yeah. I mean, they beat Wichita State, who's the second best team, at Wichita State in a tough environment. That they've already beaten them. They beat Tulsa twice.
Yeah, and Tulsa was, Tulsa's
a good team, and then who's third? UAB. UAB's a good team. That's UAB's home. City, not their home court.
But they did lose them once in triple overtime.
With them.
Thanks to Ashley. Ashley got the guy that hit the game winner.
Oh, yeah.
Riled up.
But this USF team is playing great. They beat the living dog shit out of Charlotte the other day, even though they got off to a rough start. They're good. Did you know that Wes Enos is Curtis Enos' son?
No.
I learned that 2 days ago.
Wow.
We got any Big Ten guys in here? Curtis Enos, a pretty famous Big Ten running back from Penn State.
Wow.
Where did he come from? I know he's from Conover, Ohio, but
he came from a small.
They were like a D2 or D3.
Yeah. He came from a Division II school. Because I remember reading up on him when I was finding out that he wasn't
Lincoln
a senior.
Memorial. Yeah.
Thank
Lincoln
God.
Memorial. 2 years there. South Atlantic Conference. He what are his averages? Averaged 18 a game as a freshman, and then as a second year. D2 All-American, first team, ends up at USF, and he was Defensive Player of the Year in that conference. But my question is, he's 6'2", so he's not he's a 2-guard, but he can stroke it.
He can. He's got hopefully one more year. I mean, I'm saying that he comes back to USF.
Hopefully he comes back to USF, yes. But how does no MAC team offer him?
Maybe.
And also maybe
they did, though.
No, he didn't go to a D2 school over a MAC school.
Yeah.
Didn't. Every school missed. Every school missed. That's what I'm saying. And you have a dad who was a first-round pick. I don't care if it's a different sport. That's called genetics.
I guess what I was going to say is maybe he did that so he could transfer to Division I without sitting up.
Doesn't matter anymore.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why maybe
in 12 years, is Myles Garrett's kid going to end up being a walk-on? Because, we just don't know how he's going to blossom.
I mean,
dude, the kid's dad was Heisman finalist in football. You have that type of genetics, and not a single MAC team offered him?
Maybe what high school did he go to?
Miami East.
And is that big?
It's big enough. The guy shoots fucking 40% from three.
I know, but I'm saying in high school, listen.
Yeah.
Obviously Daryl and
Conover,
I's
Ohio.
college.
That's down in like Southwest Ohio near. That's where Miami of Ohio is. It's the Miami Valley for people that don't know. But you've got Dayton, you've got Springfield, you've got Cincinnati, all down there. There's plenty of good players down there. I mean, it's just shocking when you see something like that. But anyway,
what I was going to say is, I mean, maybe that's what I was going to say. If you went to a smaller school, like a small Christian college,
I could see that then. But still, like
they didn't think the competition.
These guys all play AAU. They all, I mean, and plus when you're talking about someone who made a D2 all defensive player of the year, you're talking about a guy with the mentality. Like, how does everybody in the country? There's 330 Division I basketball schools, and how does everybody miss on one of them?
See, I'm trying to see.
I like that. It's the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters, huh?
Yeah, that's.
I like that.
I was trying to see what his high school stats were, but I mean. Thank God that they did pass up on him.
Yeah, he ended up great for him in high school. Produced 28 points. It doesn't really have much on his high school. What he did, he had a few games.
Started 19 games as a freshman at Lincoln Memorial. Team leading 17 point. Okay, listen, I don't care if you go to a Division II school and you're scoring 20 points.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, 18
did you
points.
See what happened
18 points
with Drake a couple years ago?
No, what?
A few years ago, Drake's coach. He had come from Northwest Missouri State, and brought all his players, and they won the conference.
Yeah, it's
there's plenty of good basketball there. But anyway, good for USF, good for Brian Hodgson. Congrats on Coach of the Year in the conference. I think that was a pretty much unanimous
regular season championship, which is always nice. We sat and watched the
banner.
The banner.
Well deserved. Now let's go do it in the postseason. Isaiah Nelson got the Player of the Year, which I think was. Pretty much, I don't know if it was unanimous. I didn't see the voting, but it was a no-brainer. And he was also the defensive player in the year. And we were talking about it before the show that guy's defensive effort is incredible. He'll go guard a guard. He'll guard anybody because he's that type of athleticism at 6'9" or 6'10", that length. He'll go out and he'll be the point defender and on his own and cause all sorts of havoc. So
yeah, which is great. You know, one thing I've noticed that with the conference basketball is. One, I love it, and it's kind of like how the tournament is. The
little guys, little guys.
But watching it because Lummy hasn't been too good at. He hasn't been doing too well on his betting with these games because I was watching. I think it was Bethune-Cookman, Prairie View, A&M.
Okay, you were watching the SWAC versus MEAC.
Well, I was watching. Well, they're here. Prairie View, 71-69, right?
Wait. So Bethune's in the SWAC now. They changed from the MEAC. All right.
So they were up by like 4 points with like 2 minutes off the minute and a half. I'm like, oh, they got it. They lose by 4. And then I was watching the Richmond, which Richmond looked like they had it too.
They blew a 30-point lead last week to somebody. 30.
And then I've been watching Gonzaga lately. You know, I've been watching these smaller guys, and a lot of them, it's like. I don't know if a lot of them could, obviously they're the number 1 seed, but you kind of see those small schools that you can see that upset. But I'm looking at it if USF could get
USF's going to be like 11-12.
If they could be an 11 seed, because I think 11 is the one that doesn't play the 1 seed in the second round, I believe.
The 8 plays. No, you're off. Your math's so wrong. Yeah.
Well, but they play they play a number 1 early on, don't they?
No. So if USF wins the conference tournament, you're not in the play-in game. You know what I mean? You are in the field.
Okay.
The play-in games are reserved for. I think I'm correct on this. The final at-large teams. A couple 16 teams, the 16-16 matchups are obviously conference champs, but I think. Those other 4, the play-ins, the 11, sometimes they're 12.
Yeah.
I think those are always at large. So if USF wins it and makes it, they'll probably be a 12. 12 plays a 5.
Okay.
And then in the second round, you're playing in the 4-13. Third round, you're likely to play the 1.
Okay.
So I love being a 4 or a 5. That's a great spot to be. I want to see him here in Tampa, man.
Oh, it would be nice.
It'd be awesome. Be awesome to take over Benchmark International. First time I've called it that.
I know. I still call it the Ice Palace.
It takes a while.
See, I'm trying to look here, right? So this is
Right there. Joe Winardi has them in Philly against St. John's. Has them winning the conference.
Okay.
But I want to see them here in Tampa. Obviously, I think the Gators are going to get put here because they're just on fire right now.
Yes, they are.
And
that's what they have, too. Yeah, Florida.
Yeah.
TCU.
But why don't you bring USF here as the 4?
It would be
or the 5.
Well, yeah, realistically, they could switch out instead of Yale. Just put send Yale to Philly.
Bring them here.
Yeah,
Yale's from up there. That's I don't know if they. I don't know how often that's happened where you play in your home city. As a 12, it has to have happened.
Yeah, because
or even just not even just as a. They like to keep the 1s, 2s, and 3s geographical, right? They like to keep the very high seeds. Like Illinois playing in St. Louis would be Houston, Oklahoma City. That's
Oh, sorry.
I want to see them here, man. But we got to take care of business. They're in the semis because they're high seed. Play Saturday. I think it's 2 or 3 p.m.?
Yes. I think it's 2 o'clock.
And then hopefully play on Sunday with all those other big games.
But it's a fun time. It's a fun time in college basketball.
Yeah.
It's almost like when I started getting worked up when USF, when all those smaller conferences started going with ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
That I was watching on a Tuesday, a Wednesday.
You're talking football?
Yeah, football. And I started watching all these smaller schools, and I started really learning about them and following them a little bit more and knowing different things. And now with this conference championship, I'm watching these smaller schools that normally I wouldn't see.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, there's a little bit of talent, here and there, at Lola.
Oh, you see good players all over the place. And now more than ever, you're going to see a guy that goes to a Big Ten school and doesn't play and leaves after 1 year, averages 6 minutes a game at Oregon and goes and transfers to Grand Canyon and averages 17. It happens all the time. These guys, you don't want to sit around and wait. And I don't have go play.
3-pound peanut, $3. So why did what's his my brain? Now people are gonna think I'm drunk. The kid from Arkansas that's on our team.
Oh,
USF.
Joe Pinion?
Yeah. Because he was playing on Arkansas,
a little bit, but then he transferred to Arkansas. He played 2 years at Arkansas, played a little bit, then plays at Arkansas State. And I think he averaged 10 a game last year, and he's blossomed even more. He's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah, he is. I didn't know he went to Arkansas State.
Yeah, he was with him for 1 year there.
Okay.
And obviously a 3-point sniper, but a pretty good all-around player. He plays pretty tough D. He's 6'5". He's athletic.
He's feisty.
Yeah, he is. He's a good defender. He's a good defender. And he'll throw it up from anywhere.
813-90-BUBBA, 813-90-BUBBA. Another thing I wanted to get at is the Tom Brady flag football fanatics.
All right.
And you have not seen.
I haven't seen the roster.
So
pull it up. Let me see. If they're constructing this for clicks or they're constructing this to win.
Well, I'm thinking it's clicks.
Yeah.
When you got Jake Paul.
Oh.
But there's also a lot of
Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Logan Paul. Sorry,
okay.
Logan Paul. So.
Okay, so this is Fanatics Flag Football Classic roster.
Here's the teams right here. So you got the founders, and here's the quarterbacks. Now, what I want you to do, Grant, is I want you to look at some of these guys. See who they are. See and just. I know that you're, I would say, a pro at flag football. You're
not a pro, but I know a little bit.
Your qualifications are a lot better than a lot of people.
Yes,
and I mean you've played competitively in flag football.
Yeah, played again. I played in one national tournament in Orlando, but I played in a full contact flag. That was fun as fuck. Dangerous as hell.
Yeah, no shit. That seems pretty dangerous.
I played in a bunch of stuff in Orlando that was ghetto as hell. I mean, I still remember being 6 months after coming home from K-State when I just got done playing against Von Miller and Ndamukong Suh and playing in a flag game. And I still remember because I played corner on defense. And I remember it was so ghetto sometimes. Teams are talking so much shit, especially if I'm playing corner over on their sidelines. It's like, dude, we're up 27-0. Are you retarded? We're up 27-0. And you just they can't stop talking shit. stuff will break out, and I'm like, oh, dear God. You see people running to the bench to grab their bags. What do you think that fucking means?
Oh, yeah.
It's like Jiminy Christmas.
Well, in my little world, it means grab your keys and you're going home, right?
Yeah, grab your keys. No, they grab their bags and come running back. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's when you need to get your cleats.
Question your life choices at that point.
Exactly. But so we got Tom Brady's team here, who's the captain, obviously, and Jalen Hurts. So the quarterbacks is Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts.
Okay. Tom Brady, obviously, greatest quarterback of all time. He can still throw the shit out of the ball. Doesn't move well, even though he moves better now than he did when he was a rookie in the NFL. But, I mean, he's not what you want in a flag football quarterback.
So you're going to want to start Jalen Hurts? If you
go to the rest of the roster.
Okay. So for just this team?
Yeah.
Okay, so running backs, Saquon Barkley, Ashton Gentry, and Alvin Kamara.
Gentry and Kamara. All right. So, I mean, the Saquon's a great receiver. Alvin's a great receiver. Gentry's a pretty good receiver because it's all about receiving. It's not about running. Like It doesn't help that Ashton Gentry's 5'8", 215, built like a brick shit house running over people. Doesn't help at all.
No, it doesn't do anything.
I'd rather have Keaton Mitchell.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Just played with the Ravens. I'd rather have him. He runs 4.35 and he's about 5'9", 180.
So you got your wide receivers, tight ends, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham, Stephon Diggs, Rob Gronkowski, Hopkins,
Juszczyk,
Deebo Samuel, and Devontae Smith.
I mean, those are great receivers. I mean, Devontae Adams is still good luck guarding him one-on-one. He's got the best releases in the game still. Odell is still just a freak athlete. Who knows what the hell he's been doing other than blowing $110 million for the last several years. Stephon Diggs, still a good receiver. Gronk, if you single him up, he's catching it 90% of the time. Hopkins, past his prime, but still good. Juszczyk's probably going to play center.
Yeah.
I bet, like in flag football, the center, people always, in football in general, you don't have to snap it through your legs. You can just, in regular football, you don't have to snap it through your legs. You can just toss it.
Okay.
But that's what people do in flag football, and the center is a very, very, very valuable commodity in terms of after you snap that ball, you can, if you have a smart guy, like Juszczyk's a very smart player, find the open zone, you can always throw it to him. A lot of times it goes from quarterback, you either fire it right out to the left where you might have another quarterback playing and he can throw it again, or you throw it to the guy over the center and he laterals it to somebody else. There's all sorts of options.
And then linebackers, defensive backs, Myles Garrett, Derwin James, Kuechly, Tyrann Matthews, Von Miller, and Jalen Ramsey.
A lot of great players. I mean,
so it looks like by the way, every team's the same except for the quarterbacks and then the U.S. Men's World Champion National Team.
Interesting.
And that they have the world-class athletes as IShowSpeed, Logan Paul, and Bud Crawford.
All right, I know who Speed is. He's a very athletic guy. Who is Terrence Bud Crawford? Is that the former boxer?
Yeah, he's a boxer.
Terrence Crawford, okay.
Yeah.
Logan Paul, also a very good athlete. But, I mean, again, like, I'm not saying Tom Brady is not going to be a good quarterback in flag football, but you want...
All right, so those guys, so the roster, so then Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow, right? But you heard everyone else.
Jaden Daniels is ideal for flag football.
So who's your quarterback would be Jaden Daniels?
Of all those four, Jaden Daniels.
And then, so if you're putting your team out there, what do you got? A quarterback, running back, two wide receivers?
Most of the time, it's 7 people.
7 people. So
Juszczyk at center or Gronk at center.
Okay.
Because, I mean, think about that safety option over the ball.
Yeah.
Like, he's 6'7".
So probably, okay, so we're going with a quarterback, a center, running back, and let's say 4 wide receivers.
Yeah. I also want Myles. I love the size. Myles Garrett. Play him on offense. I know he can play basketball. Play him on offense sometimes. I love having those big bodies in there. I want to see him a little bit on offense, but those receivers. I mean, Devontae, Hopkins. Those are and Devontae.
Oh, that was just kind of washed.
There's 2 Devontaes. I didn't even see that, but yeah,
I did.
You can't go wrong with these type of players. I mean,
now who would you have on defense, like rushing?
Derwin James is a rusher, dude. What's he? He's a low 4.4 guy at what 6'2.5", 210, long arms.
Yeah, but I mean, so who do you have?
Or I said it way back, didn't I? Say Jalen Ramsey rushes. You're talking about a guy who's got that length and speed.
Okay, so you got him rushing. So who's covering your receivers?
That's where you might, because of the way you design the team, you might have to have them cover. You might have to have actually Myles Garrett rushing, which is fine. But this is the way the team is constructed. You want fast guys rushing the passer.
So you wouldn't put Myles Garrett on, let's say, the center?
No.
No?
If there's a small quarterback, potentially, because imagine a 5'8" quarterback trying to throw with Myles Garrett coming at him.
That's
just
true.
the reach. Like it's very, very hard to do. But you also think about Myles Garrett in coverage. If you're going to put Devontae Smith, who's also a 4.35 guy, have him rush the passer, the guy's not going to have much time to throw it. You get Myles Garrett out there playing linebacker, reading the quarterback's eyes. You're not going to be able to take much time,
No, and that's why I was looking up here too to see.
But it's fun. I mean, having Brady out there is it's such a big.
This is the world championship, and with that, so this is who's.
So
you
see the rusher is at 7 yards, right?
Yeah,
and you see they've got 3 guys back there. This team's playing man, so you better imagine guarding Kyler Murray like that.
Yeah, you'd get smoked.
Yeah, you get smoked.
Which Austria did.
Yeah, this team plays man. That's what the quarterback. Everybody fucking get out of there right now. All right, this is man again.
Greg D, $20. You guys have the best sports show. Thank you. Yeah, no. So would you go man or would you go zone?
So this is 5-man. This is different. If this is the rules they're going to play, so look at this guy back here sitting back. They lateral it again. That guy's quick as shit. This is a speed game.
So let me ask you. Would you, because since they have Joe Burrow, that play they just did, the throwback, would you have where a Jaden Daniels rolls out and then throws it back to
a Joe Burrow or whoever? Yeah, you want multi-talented guys. You want a couple guys that can throw. So there's a completely different strategy right there. But that was a 4th down play. You see how quick that rusher's getting there. They got to throw 5 yards over the middle. And you got to
think those guys are probably...
so this field is small, too. It's a 50-yard field.
And I'm guessing they're going to feature 3 12-player teams. 2 teams are made up of NFL stars. The third is reigning. Do you think these guys have a chance?
Yeah, they know how to play. 5-man, they know how to play. They would shock these NFL players with the way the game is played. And those guys are quick. But you see where you line up on defense, you have to nobody can line up past the rush line, right?
Yeah, but if I throw it back, correct? If you throw it back,
there's a guy.
But can you be up on that guy already?
No, nobody can be past the rush line.
No matter what. Okay.
Correct.
Except for the one guy rushing.
But if it's 2nd and 1, normally everyone can be at 1 yard.
Okay.
The rush line is normal, yeah. Because this appears where you get the only first down is midfield.
Because when I'm watching this right here, it looks like how many? Is he 1, 2, 3?
There's 5 guys.
Well, I know. I'm trying to see how long it takes. No, I wasn't counting. I was seeing how long it took him to get in. I was counting from the snap.
1,001, 1,002, 1,002, 2.8.
Yeah. Okay. But that's obviously not,
1,001, 1,002, right at 2.
That's still pretty fucking quick.
That's pretty damn fast. Yeah. It takes the fastest guys in the world 2 seconds to run 12 yards from a standstill.
I'm trying to see how big their quarterback is.
Small. These guys are all small.
Are they all small? Because I'm like you're saying, then at that point,
Myles Garrett's going to take up half the field, just with his wingspan.
Do you think I guess obviously they already announced it, and it's coming up, I believe, next month. Or I'm sorry, next week, I think it is.
March 21st. Yeah. So these teams are just playing each other, I assume.
Yes.
The third team is going to be the World Championship team. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. So the third
team is playing against them. All right.
Is going to be playing against them. Two teams are made up of. Yeah. So they haven't really. They promoted it, but they haven't really talked about everything that they're going to have, like the rules and different things like that.
It'll be very interesting, and we'll see if. So
March 21st on Fox.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, good. It is on Fox. We'll see if they better take it seriously, because damn sure the real flag football guys will be.
Yeah, and you don't want to lose to them.
Yeah, but they're going to know they're going to have a great chance, dude. Five man. This is All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
We got all this college basketball, all this free agency. What do you want to hit first?
Well, then you got, I mean, shit, we might as well just jump right into the NFL free agency. I mean, that's been the big scuttlebutt for, which, by the way, I mean, I don't know if the Bucks, if their phone
Is Jason Light alive?
No, is their phones working? Is anyone gone and checked one Buck
Oh, we got
price?
Jake Browning. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, okay.
What's he, 1 year, $1.5 million, something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe he's $3 million.
Okay, great. I mean, we had, and maybe he was just saying it to up his ante, but Trey Hendrickson, you know, obviously he was going to be going to the Ravens. He thought he was going to the Ravens to play alongside Max Crosby, which that would have been a pretty sick defensive line.
Who's Max Crosby?
Did I say Crosby? Crosby, sorry. And yeah, so even 3 Pound Peanut asked, you know, what Grant thinks so happened with the Crosby Henderson shenanigans.
I mean, I'd like to think that it was just, oh, he didn't pass the physical, but it's like, dude, you just knew he had knee surgery 8 weeks ago. He had a meniscus surgery.
Yeah, but do you think they lied because now reports and sources are coming out saying that, you know, they told Hendrickson that he was going to be playing with Crosby. And that's what pretty much enticed him to come to Baltimore, because at one point he was saying, "I want to play with the Bucks."
And also the Colts.
Yeah,
the Colts were the other one that had. And I heard Jason Light didn't want to give him 3 years guaranteed, which I think he got about. He basically has his 3rd year guaranteed. It's 4 for $120 with like 75 guaranteed or something like that.
Yeah.
So that 3rd year he's getting 15. You're not cutting a guy who's making 15 most likely. He's going to get all 30. But the more I look at it, the more I think the Ravens did them dirty.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of look. He did a lot of teams dirty.
They probably didn't realize that we can get Crosby. Or that we can get Hendrickson. Oh shit! Now we can get Hendrickson,
and we don't have
to trade 2 first-round picks.
Exactly, and we'll tell Hendrickson you're going to be playing with Crosby. Because if I was, I'd be like, man, if I got Crosby on the other side. You know what I mean? You got 2 stud defensive ends.
Does anybody have $65 million on their DNs, on their pass rusher? Because that is a lot to have.
It is a lot to have, but you know you could.
Which I don't know if it's feasible.
Well, I mean, you could even look at it too, where you can work the deal with Crosby. I mean, listen, if you're like, hey, you want to win.
Oh yeah. No, they're not. Hendrickson's not. Hendrickson's going. He was going largely for money, right?
Oh yeah. He
Crosby
said that,
just needed to be out of Vegas because.
And now he's a Vegas guy.
Now he's back in Vegas, but I do think it looks more like the Ravens did him dirty. They had a way to get. Hey, we want an elite pass rusher. Obviously, Crosby's the number 1 available, but it's a trade. Oh shit, we can get Hendrickson for $30 million a year. Let's nix this Crosby trade. He just had knee surgery. He's 8 weeks out. It's a 6-month rehab.
We'll come up with an excuse that we see.
Yeah, it's a legit excuse, but it is like, and obviously Crosby's doctors are not going to say anything is wrong, and they're saying he's on track or ahead of schedule, but it looks bad from the Ravens standpoint. Who's going to do a trade with the Ravens again unless it's like, you know what I mean?
Unless they give the they give the world. Yeah, no. I mean, they kind of fucked themselves in a way probably this year for trades. Maybe next year, I mean, with the GM. I mean, they're all in it to win. Correct, yeah. And I mean, you kind of don't blame them, but then you do blame them because you're like, what a geez, I mean,
you're negotiating in good faith, and then you.
Which, I mean, the NFL kind of has to change that up a little bit.
But I mean, it's always pending a physical. It's always been that way.
Well, yeah, but I feel like at that point maybe you should. And
you're not privy to anybody else's medical information until they're on your team.
Yeah, but yeah, okay.
So there's no change in that. Although you know how you can circumvent anything that has to do with HIPAA or all that. You just say somebody has a cold.
Yeah,
like they did 6 years ago. It's almost identical. 6-year anniversary of happy scamdemic.
Yay!
But whatever.
Yeah, fish business. Yeah, no, but I'm saying I was trying to say is that you're true with the medical thing, and you got to be on the team to be able to examine it. Because I was going to say you just don't announce that, you know, like, hey, we're about to bring this guy in. You know, you keep it secretive until he passes the physical.
Hard to keep shit secretive now.
Yeah, again, that is true. It's not 1985.
But anyway, what other free agent deals?
Well, Mike Evans.
What was the actual guarantee number?
I think it ended up being $16.5 million a year.
So how much is guaranteed?
That I don't know. I just know that it was 16.5. Fuck, let me pull that up. God damn it. Yeah, I hear you typing over there. Boom, boom, boom. Crosby no trade. All right, I'm just going to type in Mike Evans here.
3 years, 60, but I heard the same as you. It's only 16 guaranteed. So it's really a 1 year deal, is what I heard.
Yeah, and it's all backloaded. Because if that's the case, then, and I've heard from I do have a source that is inside, like that possibly knows the agents and things like that. He says the agent hates Tampa, and he's a racist agent. He hates the Glazers. He hates everything about it. So
the agent does? Mike Evans' agent?
Yeah. So he was wanting Evans out of here, no matter what. Because I mean, if you think about last year when Evans signed, it was I'm happy I'm gonna be a Buck for life.
Yeah, 2 years ago he signed that 2 year deal.
Yeah, 2 year. Yeah. And
it was like he might retire after this, but I mean it's less money. You're in San Francisco.
Well, yeah,
you're paying half your money, so Newsom cannot build a fucking railroad.
Yeah, you're playing next to a nuclear power plant.
Yes, which is a whole nother thing. It's like
$16.3 million guaranteed
with his soft tissue.
16.3 million guaranteed, 14.1 a year.
Okay, the max value could approach 60 based on incentives. It's going to be, yeah.
And the Bucks couldn't get up.
If he ends up 7 touchdowns, 900 or 1,000 yards, it'll end up being 60 million, basically.
I mean, that just makes it look like the Bucks just are not doing anything.
I mean,
I know he's older. And people are like,
he's in a really tough division now, but also he has only played with strong arm quarterbacks. Now he's going to noodle arm. I know that Shanahan's a great coach, but Purdy can't get the ball downfield. He's played with
multiple receivers that can get downfield that he can't hit. But I mean, for Mike Evans, Mike Evans, yeah, Jameis.
Glennon had a pretty good arm. Does he play with Glennon a little bit? Yeah,
Fitzpatrick
would sling it, but the last three, most of his career, it's been Jameis, Tom Brady, and Baker. All three have strong arms.
Yeah, and they can definitely sling it.
I mean, yeah, they can heave the ball downfield. So this is different. It's noodle arm can't get it downfield. So,
well, good. I mean, listen, he's gonna have to. Evans is gonna have to work. He's gonna have to.
Yeah,
work.
He's a great player, but again, I think the power plant thing is a real thing too. I mean, it might get over under 12 games this year.
I'm going to say...
soft tissue, man.
I'm going to say under.
I hope over. I don't
listen, I hope he has a hell of a ending.
We all love him here in Tampa.
But I think he's going to play by 10. Yeah.
It'd be a one and done then.
Yeah, I think at that point...
What was your most surprising... So, the Bucks. We'll talk about the Bucks. Gainwell... Ugh. He was a good player for the Steelers. He's very similar to Bucky, but a little bit bigger. Bucky's about 5'8", 190 something. Gainwell's about 5'9", 205. Little thicker guy, but still shorter guy. Very good receiver. He had, I think, he had like 500 rushing and receiving last year. He was with Philly before that, and I always thought he flashed when he was in Philly. And this guy quietly had, nobody remembers. You know where he went to college? Memphis.
Oh, okay.
Memphis had a great run of running backs, and he was one of them. He had an unbelievable college career at Memphis, but his final season was 2020, which was kind of like nobody remembers that shit.
No.
But I you know who I wanted the Bucks to get, and I don't know where he went? I wanted them to get Tyler Algier.
Where did he go?
I don't even know, but I just think that dude runs like a tank. And
the Chargers? No.
Might have been.
Cardinals.
They got him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did he get? 2 years, 10?
Great question.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Of course, they didn't go on there. 20. Yeah, if you got
2 year, 12 and 12.
All right,
he's a powerful runner.
Listen,
I just think he's an incredibly powerful runner. I think that's what the Bucks need. I heard they are going to try to keep Sean Tucker for somewhere in that 3 to 5 range.
Are you happy?
I've always liked Tucker.
Are you happy they kept Cade Otton?
He's okay. But for $10 million a year, it's like I don't think he's a difference maker.
I think they need to maybe draft a higher tight end.
I think Culp is pretty good. He's Culp?
Is he the
He's the guy that ran the 4.5 at the combine, and he's been on the roster for a couple years.
But he's not doing anything.
Not much, because he was a developmental project, but I just feel like they need more.
What do you think of your pretty much your twin brother coming to the team?
Oh, Anzalone?
Yeah.
Still a good player.
Oh yeah.
What did he get? He get 3 for 30? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
That's
very
what I
good
mean.
player. He's a very, very good player. Obviously a Gator. I don't know he went to high school though.
That's his. That's their number one signing, pretty much.
Yeah, and he's a good player. But when that's your only thing you've done, that and Kenneth Gainwell, it doesn't inspire your fan base. I mean, those are two good players.
And they'll probably be.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Ugh. They'll probably be up in the ticket prices too on that one. That's what they normally do. Yeah, I mean, Kate Otten's your number 2. I mean, it's not sexy. It's not a sexy free agency.
No, and there's still some stuff to be done, hopefully. But
I mean, hopefully they adjust address the line, the offensive line, and the defensive line.
The O-line's good when healthy.
Well, but that's the thing is, let's be honest.
You need 7 though.
Exactly. You have to. I mean, that was the biggest problem with.
And a couple years ago, their backups were Stinney, who's still a good player, and who's still in the league, a solid player. They kind of had developed him, and he turned out to be. I think I just saw he signed somewhere else again, so he's still in the league like 4 or 5 years later. And they had, who else was it? There was one other guy. They had 2 guys that were like Stinney, that like those guys were serviceable players.
Well, let's see. We had the one guy retire. Who was his backup? Alex, right? Alex
Kappa ended up signing with the Bengals for big money.
But who's the one that retired? He plays the ukulele or whatever the fuck he does.
He played at Hobart College.
Yeah.
Why do I forget his name right now? Ali Marpet.
Yeah.
He was a really good player.
Yeah, he retired after what, 3 years, 4 years?
No, he got a second contract.
Did he?
He was a second round pick from Hobart, played his 4-year contract, then played 3 more. So he played 7 years, I think.
Did he?
But he was still, yeah.
Okay.
And he was a really good player. Really good player.
Yeah, I mean, so Jeff Coyle wants to know, what do you rate so far on the free agency? Listen, I rate him a D-.
The Bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, D.
I mean,
they just haven't done shit.
It's almost like the Bucks are just saying, you know what? We went 8-9.
But they went after Hendrickson.
Yeah, but you can go after someone. Grant, listen.
Well, just go on that list. Like, you went after you were going to give Hendrickson $30 million a year.
Were they though?
But keep going down. Like pass rusher Jalen Phillips. Keep going. Odafe Owa. Another one huge. That's not Boye Mafe is the one. Keep going down, but none of these guys. Like, did the Bucks go after any of these guys?
Listen,
like,
I think they called their agent and said, "Hey, is your guy interested to come to Tampa?" Yeah, okay. What's he getting out there? Let me offer you $10 million less.
Maybe.
Like
there you go, right there. Boye Mafe. Click on him.
From the Bengals.
Click on his stats up there.
Let's see here. All right.
Sacks. He's a sack guy. 3.962. He just got $30 million a year. That's all based on potential. He had
2
6 sacks is okay.
He had 2 sacks last year.
Yes, and he played all 17 games. For the team with a great D line, like he was a non-factor, and again, I want watching the film, but maybe he's getting a ton of pressures and just not making the play. But when I saw his number based on those stats, because I remember 3 years ago he had 9 sacks as a second-year player. I was like, oh, this guy's good. 6 sacks, okay, he's okay. Then 2 this year, and you get $30 million a year. If
the Bucks would have signed him for $30 million.
Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll come on and have 10 sacks the next 2 or 3 years. But
the Bucks haven't had the best of luck with.
But there you go. The top players available. So I mean, the Raiders, Spytek, the dude who owes me $20 from golf.
Does he?
It wasn't a golf question. It was I was playing golf with him. I have a mutual buddy, and
no, that's what I'm saying. He owes you $20.
Oh yeah.
Well, good luck.
It was a football question.
Oh really? What was it?
We were talking about Baker and about how like Odell's dad posted that. Do you remember how Odell tried to get Baker run out of Cleveland?
Yeah.
And Baker, his rookie year in Cleveland, very, very good. Takes a 0-16 or 1-16 team and goes like 8-8, right?
Yeah.
Second year has some injuries, wasn't as good, but still they went like 7-9.
Yeah.
Next year, great year, goes to the playoffs, goes 11-5, and wins a playoff game. And the next year is hurt all year playing with a banged up shoulder. Odell's on the team. His dad is posting videos from the top, like from the all 22, showing like Odell's open all the time. And it's like, to an idiot who's never watched football, yes, after Baker throws the ball, and all the defenders react, it looks like Odell's really open.
Well, yeah, no shit.
His
defender breaks on him.
And the Twitter universe thought that Baker just sucks, but it's like, dude, this is NFL players reacting after he throws the ball, and he's looking over here the whole time. Now, was Baker a two-read quarterback at the time? Yes. He progresses a lot more now, but who's in the league 5 years later? Baker or Odell?
Baker.
Yeah.
Odell's flag football right now.
Yeah, exactly. But
so how'd you win $20?
So we were talking about just Baker was a good quarterback, and we talked about the game. They won a playoff game.
Yep.
And then they played at Kansas City in the second round, which is tough. And they were right in the game. And I still remember it was because we were talking, me and Spytech, and yeah, they had that fumble right before the half when a guy was about to go in the end zone. He's like, yeah, it was Jarvis Landry. I was like, no, it was Rashard Higgins. And he's like, no, it was Landry. I was like, I'll bet you $20 right now it's Higgins. Okay. So I pulled up the box score later and sent it to him. Haven't seen my money since, though.
Jeez.
No, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I was just joking around, but it is cool. It is to have to have that on an NFL GM. It's cool to, hey, I remember that better than you did.
Yeah, no shit. He
was very confident.
That's big.
I don't bet much too. I should have bet 100.
Yeah, and you still would be like, he owes me $100.
No, that's cool. I think he's a good GM. He's a very smart guy. Solid golfer too. Doesn't get to play a ton, but he's a good athlete, and I think he did a good job with the Raiders. And all the Raiders are certainly active. They signed Linderbaum. They signed several guys. So he's
you think that pissed the Ravens off?
Well, that's the other conspiracy is that hey, we sign. The Ravens don't have the cap room to sign Linderbaum, so we trade for Crosby knowing they're going to fail his physical and sign Linderbaum in the process. So it's like, what do you believe?
Yeah, I mean, it's like Ryan Phelps says. He wouldn't bet against you. That is a smart move. I've learned
when it's just random knowledge like that.
Exactly.
I know a lot of random bullshit.
I've talked to you many years about sports, and you have some of the most random shit that you know.
Oh shit! I mean, I actually played golf out there. It's a really cool place, Old Memorial. But I didn't. One of the caddies was like really confident when we were just talking. Cool guy, big dude. Obviously played football. I was talking about Joe Burrow's first year at LSU. He's like, Joe Burrow only played 1 year at LSU. I was like, no, dude, he played 2. They played UCF in the Fiesta Bowl. Oh boy, he's like, no, he played 1 year. I was like, no, trust me. They went 10-3 with Ed Orgeron his first year, and he had a meteoric rise from probably what? What do you think Joe Burrow would have been after his first year at LSU? 4th round, 5th round?
5th round.
Yeah, and then he goes to unanimous #1 overall. I mean, it was him. It was also that assemblage of talent.
Oh yeah, they were my
talented. God, the
wide receivers.
I think I might have been an all if you put I could have been honorable mention all SEC with those receivers.
Yeah, I mean at that point you're just throwing it up to him.
But no, Joe Burrow's a stud. But that roster.
No, it's crazy how he came out of nowhere too.
Yeah,
I mean, he never got out of nowhere because he
never got to play at Ohio State.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
They had
wasn't he like the 3rd string?
Well, they had all that. They had that run of J.T. Barrett. Then they have who was Cardell Jones, and then it was him and Dwayne Haskins. Haskins was 1 year ahead of him.
Yeah,
and now it's time to. Haskins played when he got to play in the Ohio State-Michigan game, I believe as a redshirt freshman, and when whoever got hurt, the starter got hurt. And they were conservative, but they won the game, and he played well. So the next year, he does have the lead. He has the lead on the quarterback race to start over Burrow, who's 1 year behind him. But they're going to have a competition, and Joe Burrow breaks his finger on a helmet throwing the ball, and there's no more competition. He doesn't. I mean, he got dealt a shit hand, right?
Yeah,
and then after the year, shit. Haskins pretty good, and so he transfers to LSU.
352. Oh, there you go. But you know what? One thing, just so people know, it's because you and Burrow went to the same high school, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
and I did reach out to him. I reached out to him on Instagram, and after his first year at LSU, and just shot the shit with him. And at that point, he maybe had 15 or 20,000 followers. So he did respond. We talked. Now, I mean, obviously he knew who I was from the school. Like, it's a small area, so he had heard of me and all that. And we had some of the same teachers and all that shit. But
didn't he beat your records?
He beat not beat my records. He destroyed my records. Like,
well, yeah. I mean, he beat him.
He beat my records. He had already broken those records his junior year. So his senior year was all just like,
oh shit,
icing on the cake. We didn't throw much though.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll use that as
I threw for 2,000 yards my senior year, 2,085, 10 games.
Oh, okay. Sounds like me as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Jalen Phillips, him going to the Carolina. Carolina is. I don't know. Again, if Jason Light is getting his haircut and is just not seeing what the rest of the league is doing, because I know he goes down to the super cuts or the sports cuts. I've seen him there before. He always flirts with the lady cutting his hair. If I was the Bucs right now, they're not the front runners in the NFC South. Do you not agree with me on that one?
The Panthers are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Jalen Phillips is going to be. I mean, Baker's Baker. I think he's going to be getting after Baker. I mean, that would have been nice.
Wirfs needs a bounce back year. Wirfs, his down year. It was a down year last year for him. He had probably more. He got beat more last year than probably the previous 2 or 3 years combined. But he's still a really good player. I expect him to have a bounce back year.
Alec Pierce. Biggest wide receiver free agent
Crazy, right?
And then they got rid of Michael Pittman Jr.
Yeah. Where'd Pittman get traded to?
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers. Okay. So they're trying to get Rodgers back, which we can talk about in a few minutes. It makes sense. And they'll probably, they can get a much better offense. They draft another receiver. Actually have a legitimate NFL receiving core because Pittman's still a solid player. Yeah, but Pierce is, he averages 20 a catch.
But is he going to be that true number one?
He's going to have to be, right?
Well, I mean, look, when
you're paying someone, is it $29 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're paying someone $29 million a year. I mean, the top of the market is Jamar Chase, right? Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, 40, 45 a year.
But I mean, if you look, so my whole thing
Puka Nacua is going to get something like that next year.
Well, what's JSN or whatever his name is?
Same thing. He's got to get that next year. Set the market. One of those two will probably be the first $50 million receiver.
So when I always think about it, because I'm old school thinking, is I always go back to when you have a number 2 receiver that becomes a number 1 receiver, and then I talk about Alvin Harper. I know he's the 90s.
Well, yeah, like with the Bucs, you never wanted Chris Godwin to be the number 1.
Correct.
He's an awesome number 2. And in a lot of games, he's a number 1. But
and the Bucs for the longest time had Riddell Anthony and Jaquez Green that were not true number 1s. Yeah. They can never be that, and they had to bring in Keyshawn, who was a true number 1. That's why I was saying is I haven't watched enough Alec Pierce.
There you go.
That you know what I mean? Like, is he that
takes
true
the top
number 1?
off of defense. Let's see who.
But I feel like Michael Pittman Jr. is that true number 1. He's got that Mike Evans style body.
He was.
Like Alec is 6'3".
Yeah, he's tall and he can run.
And
he
Michael
ran,
Pittman's 6'5".
Yeah, I think he's a 4.38 or 4.4 guy.
I mean, I guess if you have enough weapons. I mean, then Daniel Jones, obviously, he re-signed. That was a big deal.
Danny Dimes, baby.
He's coming back. I mean, he was having a hell of a career until he blew up both his every muscle and ligament in his leg. So,
CeeDee Lamb also has a massive contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's he getting? Like 43, 44?
So I think it's 40. Yeah.
Okay. And then you come down here. You got obviously
Alec Pierce was 19th in the league in receiving yards but look, so are you
got
looking?
Jonathan Taylor too. I'll click on.
Yeah, but are you seeing my screen right now or no?
No.
So of the guys, JSN had 163 targets, Puka 166, Pickens 137, Jamar Chase 185, all the way down. Stephon Diggs had 1,000 yards with 102 targets. Alec Pierce had 47 catches on 84 targets for 1,000 yards. So everybody else is in like the average of those targets of all the numbers around him be like 120. He had 84 targets.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
That's a great and for his career, 4 years, his rookie year, 41 catches, 593. Next year, 32, 514. The last 2 years, he's had 824, and this year 1,000. So they're expecting him if he replicates that, they want him probably to get more targets, more catches when you're paying someone $29 million. But if you're a receiver who's consistently 1,000 yards a season, it's $30 million now. That's just what the market is. And to set the market, you have to overpay, right?
Well, of course.
That's like and that's kind of, it's also the beauty of the NFL, which is, I know they're going to have a lockout in baseball, unfortunately, because they got to get a salary cap because it's just insane. And something's got to be done about college. But the parity in the NFL, who was in the Super Bowl this past year? The Patriots. What was their record the year before? 3-14, right?
Yep.
It's great. Like the parity and the competitive balance in the NFL is incredible.
And they were the most active team in free agency.
Yeah, and largely because like the Seahawks, obviously they won the Super Bowl last year. They re-signed a good amount of their players, but they lost Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP. They lost who else signed elsewhere? They lost a few of their good players. You can't keep
their defensive end.
Yeah, you can't keep all your good players. They're just like, there's only so much to go around. When a guy plays well, I mean,
are they thinking that Alec is going to be like Cooper Kupp? Because I'm looking at Cooper Kupp and see how he kind of came on. I guess then he just had that blow up.
Different type player. Pierce is more of an outside. Kupp played a ton on the inside. Okay. I'm looking for a comp to Pierce. I would probably say like a Drake London.
Okay.
Drake London and Nico Collins are both, I think, a little thicker and not quite as fast, but those are guys that are true. You don't see them doing a lot in the slot.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Tuddle and McMillan. Alec Pierce is a faster guy, but that's also another. Ted McMillan is a rookie. Talking about body type, McMillan is probably between. I don't think he's as big as Mike Evans, but he's bigger than Alec Pierce.
305 Express wants to know, do you think Tyreek Hill where does he end up?
I think that happens after the draft. And a lot of these guys, especially guys that have already been paid a lot, they're not going to rush, They have the ability to sit back, although Tyreek's got a lot of kids to feed. I mean,
8, 9.
I would not be surprised, Lummy, if 10 years from now you and me are in a better financial spot than Tyreek Hill.
Is he kind of like going to be like Odell Beckham?
I wouldn't put it past him, but
Camardi.
But when you are a legit bona fide star player that has been paid well, you can sit back and wait till after the draft and choose your team.
I mean,
oh, hang on. Cortland Sutton's a good comp for Alec Pierce.
There you go. And then you got, which, I mean, I kind of said it. I think you went along with it. But, yeah, Malik Willis going to the Dolphins.
Yeah. I saw it. Barstool, Frank the Tank?
Yeah. Goes to USF games.
Frank the Tank talking about it's 2-2. I'm like, I love you, Frank, but could you be a more different skill set with Malik Willis than Tua Tagovailoa?
From what I've seen on Malik Willis
ran 4.4. Yeah,
but what I'm saying is you don't got a lot of film in the NFL. But
correct.
Tua looked. He's always looked slow.
Tua's not. Yeah, Tua. I think if Tua knows he's going to run a 40, I think he can run probably a 4.75 or 4.8, but he doesn't play fast. Malik Willis is an athlete that turned into a quarterback. But do you remember Matt Flynn?
Yeah, of course.
This is Matt Flynn 2.0, right?
Wow.
Matt Flynn, the Packers, way back. I don't know what year it was, but I think they rest Rodgers in Week 17. Matt Flynn. It had to be a division game if it was Week 17.
It was against like the Lions
Bears or Lions, but he throws like 6 touchdowns. He's a free agent. The Seahawks signed him to, at that time,
huge. I
think like an $8 or $10 million a year deal.
Yeah.
And Russell Wilson gets drafted in the 3rd round and beats him out.
See, you really think he's going to be Matt Flynn?
No, I'm just saying this. This happened with the Packers before.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean,
like Matt Castle got a whole season when Brady tore his ACL.
Yeah,
and then he goes to Kansas City. But it's just interesting that Malik Willis. So the Malik Willis story is interesting because one of my buddies was asking me about the other. He's like, "I'm a Dolphins fan. I don't know anything about our quarterback now." I said, "Okay, Malik Willis goes to Auburn." Doesn't play, great athlete, transfers to Liberty, lights up the world. People thought he might be a 1st-round pick because of his skill set. He has a cannon. He runs 4.4. I think he's 6'1", 220. He's built like a tailback. And he gets drafted by the Titans, like, 65th overall?
Yeah.
Like top of the 3rd round?
Yeah.
Bad team. I'm not going to judge him based on that year. But the next year they draft Will Levis top of the second round. Malik Willis, I think he also had a little injury. He never got a chance to play again. They trade him to Green Bay. Green Bay has Jordan Love on a $150 million, $250 million contract. He's a backup. So he goes there and apparently did what you're supposed to do as a backup. He learned to play the position. And when he got his chance, when Jordan Love got hurt, he played really efficient football. And in the NFL, you play 2 really good games at quarterback and you become a free agent? Cha-ching. Like he's got a $45 million deal and he's going to be the Dolphins quarterback the next 2 years with a chance to, what happens if these next 2 years he plays well and somehow gets the Dolphins in the playoffs? He gets a $200 million contract.
That's whew.
But good, I say good for Malik Willis. I mean, he sat, he learned, and when he got to play, he played well. Small sample size.
Yeah, I mean, really small. But I was listening to the Pat McAfee show, and they were obviously saying, that's why I was saying he was going to go the Dolphins because the head coach and the GM were both with the Packers before.
So they obviously like his practice habits, his makeup, all that.
Well, but now the coach of the Dolphins was the defense coordinator for the Packers.
Yeah.
So he's going to see Malik Willis all the time.
You saw him every day. A lot of times, you don't know in the NFL whether the backup quarterback runs the scout team or stays with the one offense and just takes mental reps. I would have preferred. I always liked running the scout team. But college quarterbacks, the backup college quarterback gets more reps in practice than NFL backup.
Oh, does he?
NFL backups get like no reps. So that's why a lot of them, especially if you already know the offense, you at least want to stay sharp and go down the scout team.
Well, I was going to say, it would probably be smart, too, with Malik Willis's athleticism.
That's why I'm saying he's totally different than Tua. Tua is a noodle arm timing quarterback that doesn't run. Malik Willis is a cannon quarterback that runs a 4.4, just hasn't played.
Thank you that you called him a noodle arm, too.
What's that?
I've said, thank God you called him a noodle arm, too.
Tua's a noodle arm.
Yeah, thank you. I got into an argument a couple years ago on a sports show, me saying that Tua was, I had a better arm than Tua, and it was all because he had his wide receivers
before your labrum tear.
Yeah, I said, listen.
What was the farthest you ever threw a football?
I don't know, 7, maybe a little under, maybe 80, 78.
No chance you threw a football 80.
80, 90, and I was wearing work boots. And
I can believe you might have thrown 70.
I was kidding. Actually, what was his name? Haskins. He was throwing Timberlands, and didn't he throw it?
He threw flat-footed 60.
Yeah.
Or no, okay. that was Cardell Jones.
Was it Cardell Jones?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is I'm wearing Timberlands right now. That's why I was going to say, I was like, 80 yards in my Timberlands. Yeah, honestly, probably I would say 65.
Yeah.
60,
I bet
65.
you, you could throw a baseball about, did you hit 91 or 92?
Clockwise, I always said 89. I never
got that 90.
Not on the clock. So, I mean, but unfortunately, I always said 89. But no, everyone would argue with me that too, and I said it was always Tyreek Hill and things like that. And then obviously that's when he got his 17 concussions, which really fucked him up. Which good luck to Tua. And
he never
Atlanta.
learned how to protect himself. He never had to.
Well, yeah, of course.
He played at Bama, never got touched. In high school, I guarantee he didn't play defense. Like that's. I like Tua I think he was I call him noodle arm, but the guy was a number 5 pick in the NFL draft, and he has a really good accuracy and timing, but he doesn't know how to fall. You got to know how to protect yourself. And a lot of these guys who grow up only playing quarterback, never running, never playing behind a battle line, you don't understand how to protect yourself. Then you go to the NFL where the 11 guys across the field are fucking killers.
Yeah, and
you're going to get hit. You play at Alabama a whole year, you're not getting hit that much.
Well, him going to Atlanta is going to help because Atlanta does have a better offensive line than the Dolphins.
I mean, he's going to play. Penix can't make it through a season.
Yeah, and it's perfect because they're both lefty quarterbacks, so they're not going to have to really change too much up.
It's a genetic mutation, right?
Yeah, and it's guaranteed if Tua comes to Tampa and plays against the Bucs.
Kyle Pitts will have 11 for 264.
Tua's going to look like an MVP, and Kyle Pitts will look like an MVP. And it's like
we got Anzalone now. We did get that. Does help your coverage. He replaces Servassier Dennis, right?
Yeah, but
we still don't know if Levante's going to play. But
I mean, yeah, but it's all about also defense calling when you're blitzing your linebackers, and they're just letting Pitts. Well, listen, the only reason Pitts got re-signed to the Falcons is because of the
2 games against the Bucs.
Exactly.
He's going to have 400 yards.
Exactly. It's going to make his whole career. It's just against the Bucs, like Barry Sanders used to do. Kenneth Walker going to the Chiefs. The Chiefs kind of loaded up too, which they got to. I mean, they're rebuilding.
It is going to be a rebuild. But we were talking about it earlier. You talked about Malik Willis, the familiarity with Jeff Hafley, and then the GM also came from there. You see that so much. Have you seen how many of the Baltimore guys Harbaugh signed with New York?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that just tells you from a character standpoint, he likes the character, likes the practice habits, which is especially when, I mean, these top guys, Smith and Jigba, Puka Nacua, George Pickens, Jamar Chase, those guys, they could be assholes and they're still getting signed, right?
Yes.
Even though I'm not saying they are, but they could. When you're that good and that talented, you can be an asshole, like Tyreek Hill. The more talented you are, the more problems you can cause, and people are still going to sign you. But when you're a middle tier, bottom tier player, you need character. And a lot of these coaches do want to prioritize character and work ethic. You always hear people talk about, hey, also you see how many guys at the Chargers, there's familiarity with Harbaugh and his brother.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, what is this guy's practice habits? Is this guy a pro? Like this, that matters a lot.
Yeah, it seems like they both are player kind of coaches. And guys like playing for them.
Oh, 100%. But when you're building, just my thought for that, when you're building a roster, and I'm thinking about this, we'll touch on Syracuse basketball. It just got fired. There's rumors that USF coach might be going there. Syracuse's roster. You see what Jim Boeheim said?
Yeah, he's from New York too. Fuck.
Oh, yeah. But the going rate, Syracuse was non-competitive with an $8 million roster. And that's, Jim Boeheim said, most of the bigger schools are at least 10, some 15, some 20. Kentucky went 9th in the SEC with a $22 million roster. But that's where I think character matters. Like you're paying the wrong guys. Like
you're just going off of probably what they're ranked in high school.
Yeah, like you're going off to just true stats, and you have to do this shit so quick. But you don't know a guy's practice habits, and a guy like Brian Hodgson knew Isaiah Nelson is a dog.
Yeah,
he knew that Joseph Pinion, that guy is a warrior. Like he knew that kind of stuff because he spent a whole year with them. But when you're getting all these guys to transfer, like you got to have them gel. And they got to care. They got to care more about the name on the front than the back. I mean, 12 scholarship players, $8 million, 2/3 of $1 million. $666,000 is the average cost of a starter in college basketball at this point.
Jeez,
that's insanity, right?
Well, yeah, it's like we talked about last week with Kentucky for the longest time with Calipari.
Yeah.
Is that, a lot of the guys he was recruiting, they were just there for pretty much the one and done.
Yeah. They were there to get developed for 1 year, knowing they're going to be a lottery pick. Even though that, hey, they might only play 16 minutes a game at Kentucky, but but NBA scouts know that 4 years from now, when this guy's 23, he's going to be a potential all-star.
Yeah, I mean that's why the NCAA tournament's amazing.
Oh, it is amazing, and I can't wait. Like, let's see. Let's talk about some of these automatic bids already. So I know we was McNeese State, Stephen F. Austin yesterday. A ticket was punched, right?
Yes.
That was McNeese won, right?
Yeah, whatever the fuck they're the Wranglers, the Cowboys, whatever they are.
The Lumberjacks versus the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Which we'll do where's that game at? I'm looking at all the games yesterday. Stephen F. Austin, McNeese 28-5. So again, these teams, I looked at their schedule yesterday. They were definitely the two best teams in the Southland. They split during the regular season. 28-5, 28-5. This is a team that knows how to win. And I know they're probably going to enter. They'll probably be a 14 seed. But when a team has won 28 games this year, they know how to win. They know how to win.
So that's a team right there. You'd say you watch for them in the tournament.
Yeah, I mean the only 13, 14 type teams they're dangerous.
Well, yeah, they have been, especially the last 10 years.
So Liberty got upset. I definitely thought they were going to win the CUSA. Indiana had a big loss that I think that puts them on the wrong side of the bubble.
There's no way they're making it 18-14.
They should not. Lehigh got in, so good for Lehigh. They got to play that game at home for BU. So they're in. Florida State. Florida State put together a nice season.
Yeah, not bad.
And they played Duke today.
I think they lost a couple guys too. Florida State.
But they to go 10-8 in the ACC, win a first-round game over a Cal team that's on the bubble. Good. They're not going to get in because they were bad to start the year. If they beat Duke today, where they're 16-point underdogs, they would have a chance to get in as an at-large. If you add a number one win to your team, they beat Duke, they are 19-14, lose the next round, 19-15 with a win over the number one team, you have a chance. But
yeah, that's big.
Unlikely.
Yeah, unlikely. 413.
Hey, I just heard some Grant said, and it just absolutely blew my mind. I've never heard it before in my life, where the team member has to care more about the name on the front than they do on the back. I never heard it before. Blew my mind. So much props to you, Grant. That was awesome.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Got to do what you got. What you got for us today, Joe?
Tua sucks.
What's that?
Tua sucks. Tua sucks.
Yeah, Tua.
I hate him so much. I never knew. I've heard the name said so many times that I never watched one of his games because I really don't watch the Dolphins. But I think the Dolphins were playing a team that I liked towards the end of the season. And I watched him, and I'm like, this guy is absolute garbage. He's not entertaining at all. He sucks. Every move he tries to make was terrible. I'm just like, this guy better go. Like, at the end of last season, I was saying just to myself, like, you need to go. Like, that's kind of like how I was feeling about the kid from Jackson Dart. Is that the kid from the Patriots? No, that's the Giants one.
Giants, yeah.
Who's the kid from the Patriots in the Super Bowl?
Jones? Mac Jones?
The kid from the Patriots.
Isn't it Mac Jones?
Mac Jones a couple years ago?
No, I'm talking about this year.
Oh, Drake May.
Drake May. Oh, he had a terrible playoffs.
Drake May, okay.
He was terrible in the playoffs, but he was a runner-up for MVP.
That's what I'm saying. So it kind of freaked me out. And then in the Super Bowl, I'm like, just take yourself out. Please, take yourself out of the game. You can't throw. You're not doing anything. You're throwing interceptions. You got so many missed passes. I'm just like, do us all a favor, please, and take yourself out. Just ask the coach, please, can I get out? Because I suck.
Pulling Anthony Richardson, I'm tired, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Call next week, 323 or Daniel Rose, $20.
Well, so this is, again, like, somebody thought Tua was good enough to pay him $250 million, and they also thought he was terrible enough to pay him $100 million to leave.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, right?
And your boy Kyler Murray has got a
Minnesota would be a good spot for him. No, JJ McCarthy's not good.
You don't think so?
I'm not done with him.
Okay, so you're not giving up on.
You don't give up on a 12th. What was he 12th overall after 1 year of playing, and he was injured his rookie year. But I just don't. I never
might have been a mistake.
Yeah, I think so. But like again, you make a mistake at quarterback now with the cap the way it is. It doesn't kill you. Bless you, Lummy.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, they're expecting with in that system, Kyler Murray, that he would just absolutely shine. Yeah, with the Vikings.
With Kevin O'Connell?
Yeah. And with the player. I mean, they do have some weapons up there.
They do.
I mean, their line's pretty good.
I was pretty shocked about Jalen Naylor getting $33 million.
Whoa. Really?
I mean, it was like a 3-year, $33 million deal, but do you know Jalen Naylor?
Yeah. $33 million?
Yeah, it was $11 million a year for a guy that's career high is 440 yards, right, receiving. I'm like, that's the going rate now for a fourth receiver?
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
Unless somebody views him as a really good 3, but...
That seems like... well, good luck to that.
Yeah. I forget who it was, but...
I was trying to pull up my little free agency thing, and I lost it. I closed it out for the basketball here. Shit. Florida Atlantic, Temple.
Well, we got some college basketball. Like, again, it's such a good time of the year. We're bouncing around from sport to sport, but...
I mean, just like the World Baseball Classic that we haven't even got to.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we'll get to that in a second, but... I mean, you've got, like, second-round games right now. Like, Big 12, I saw Texas Tech, Iowa State playing.
Yeah,
I mean, you got a top 15 matchup in the second round of some of these conference games. I mean, this is SEC right now, you got Kentucky, Missouri playing. Those are both going to be in the tournament. Kentucky got a win yesterday that kind of solidified it, which still disappointing for a $22 million basketball roster. But yeah, you get great matchups. You get great matchups.
So Iowa State right now is taking care of.
UCF's going to be. Iowa State blew them out, huh?
Yeah, 75-53.
Damn, big second half.
Now, this right here, 7:00 game, I mean, Houston shows up against BYU?
Which BYU shows up?
Well, that's the thing.
Both teams been a little inconsistent. Arizona's been incredibly consistent. UCF should be in this game, but they're a little bit on the bubble. I think they were sitting there at 17-4, and they're 4 out of 10, 4 and 6 in the last 10. But they did win yesterday. They should be in.
15.5 point spread today.
Yeah.
Woo.
I mean, that's a long way for both those teams to travel. UCF puts a lot of miles on that. Puts a lot of miles with their Big 12 play. But World Baseball Classic, I mean, the roster is stacked.
Well, Kentucky's winning right now against Missouri.
Yep. But the roster is stacked for the WBC, obviously.
Yes.
And Mark DeRosa didn't know the rules. You read that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was insane. He rested. I mean, you're resting an all-star with an all-star, but it's still the mentality you went in with was you're resting guys. And I know he tried to save face, but he 100%. He started one of their worst pitchers. They end up letting up 8 runs. It worked out, but because Italy ended up winning, which Italy looks pretty damn good.
They do.
Yeah, they got some. They got several 20 home run major league guys on the roster.
It's that espresso.
Yeah, but what a great event. And
I didn't think, when it first started, I always thought it was kind of like a gimmick, like kind of a bullshit.
It's turned into a big deal now.
It's actually fun to watch.
Very.
And it seems like a lot of them, they actually care.
They do care.
They want to go out there. They want to play.
There's pride for the country. Like again, like I just said, Joe, these guys do care about that USA on their chest now, just like we saw in hockey. Like, yeah. I
mean, look at Italy. I mean,
who would have thought? I mean, it's a bunch of Italian Americans who grew up in America with Italian lineage.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. I mean, Jack Caglione was a top 15 pick 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
These are guys these are major league players.
Yeah, I found out they had to become an Italian. They had to become an Italy citizen.
You don't even have to.
I thought they were saying they had to become.
No, they probably gave it to them quick. I mean,
well, yeah, of course they probably were like.
But it's just like anything else. If you're not good enough to play on the American team, but hey, Italy wants me. Yeah, I'm gonna go play for Italy. That's not like. Obviously, I'd love to play for the U.S., but.
Yeah, but
you don't have that option when Bryce Harper and Aaron Judge are in front of you.
I mean, Italy literally taking care of business last night against Mexico, 9-1. I mean, that was huge.
Yeah, big. Dominican has that great lineup.
Yeah, Japan
loaded.
I don't think. I mean, yes, USA is loaded, as they've said, but it's gonna be tough with Japan and their pitching.
Oh, has Ohtani pitched?
I don't think he has. I don't think he was gonna pitch. Was he?
Hang on, what's their runs? They have 34-9.
Yeah.
So they've steamrolled everybody.
Yeah, and the Dominican also has too, 41-10.
Yeah.
I mean obviously those two
look
teams.
at Italy, man. 11 runs allowed in 4 games. United States let up 17 in that same pool.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't see it was that big of a difference.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Which the US lineup is the best lineup, other than probably the DR, but I didn't realize Italy's pitching was this good. We'll see in the tournament in the knockout round.
Yeah, they're showing up when they need to.
Yeah, and when do they play?
Friday. Friday, USA, I believe, is playing Canada.
Where at?
Lone Depot? Houston.
Oh, they're still in Houston? Okay, Dominican.
And Korea's in Miami.
And where's Japan at?
Let's see, Saturday.
Oh,
Japan's in Miami. Yeah,
man, they got to come all the way over here?
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to be playing in Miami and Houston from now on.
Yeah.
And then we got.
Do you even know what Daikin is? No. Daikin Park? I mean, I'm always going to call it Minute Maid or Enron Field, right?
Yeah, Minute Maid.
Enron Field.
I don't know what it is. But, I mean, it's going to be ending perfectly for our Tampa Bay.
Oh, air conditioning, huh?
Oh, look at that. It's leading air conditioning. Yeah, it makes sense in Texas. What game tonight, since we're wrapping up here, what game tonight?
College basketball?
Yeah, what are you watching and what are you picking?
Louisville, Miami just tipped off. They played a really good game. 4 days ago or 5 days ago on Saturday. Good matchup, a lot of points. Both teams soundly in, but let's take another look here.
I'm going to look at the schedule because I go off the
Auburn,
TV.
Tennessee. Auburn needs another win. Auburn is they were preseason top 10. They need another win. That's at 3 o'clock. That's a really important game. They're still on the bubble, and they're playing a Tennessee team who is obviously really good, well coached. BYU Houston's interesting. Which is my favorite game to watch tonight?
Yeah, 7 o'clock game. You're sitting down. You got ESPN, ESPN2. If you don't have the Get-A-Box, which go to getabox.com, use promo code Bubba, and you can watch all these games and not have to worry about it. But which one are you looking at here? Because I'm looking at it right now, and I'm obviously probably going to have Florida State Duke on the TV.
I'll watch that until it's 32-14.
Or then I'll be a BYU and Houston.
BYU and Houston. You got DeBonsa is a lottery pick. Houston's a really good team. Another guy for BYU that's a really good player is Robert Wright, a Baylor transfer. He's their point guard. They paid him a lot of money to come to BYU from Baylor. BYU's got the Mormon money. Obviously, DeBonsa's highly paid, but but the thing is, both of those teams are in. So I'm looking at all these games where both teams are in. BYU's a solid 7 seed, 8 seed. Houston's a 2 seed. So soundly in. TCU, Kansas, TCU's in. Carolina, Clemson, they're both in. I'm looking at that Florida State Duke game. Florida State is currently well outside the bubble, but this could get them right back in the picture. But the Auburn Tennessee game, Auburn was a team with huge expectations and have not lived up to it. But a win tonight could get them in the tournament. And then UCF. I mean, obviously, I don't like UCF as a USF alum, but I got to respect Johnny Dawkins and what he's done there. But they're going to get whooped tonight by Arizona.
So you have $5, and you can put it on one game tonight.
I'm going to go an obscure game then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, let me hang on.
I got to get a box so I can watch all these games.
I mean, I've got Hulu, so I got a ton too. Let's see. Oh, all right. So Utah State -8.5 UNLV, but it is played at UNLV's home court. Akron's 12.5. Duquesne's Rhode Island.
Yes. I see. The Tulane, I think, is a way better team than Charlotte. I watched both of them play USF. Charlotte just completely shit the bed.
Kent State over at Ohio U.
Kent State
is 4.5 point underdogs.
What time's that at?
6:30. You got $5. Throw it on that game.
And
4.5.
And pick Kent State.
Yeah. Let's see what let me see what they did during the regular season against them.
Let's see here. Ohio, Kent State.
They beat them by 15.
Okay, that's better than
in their one game they played this year.
All right. Well, yeah,
I like that. I like that one. Let's see if there's anything else I like.
I'm telling you this, my pick, and that's just because I haven't watched a lot of college basketball like I do college football, but I can tell you something. With me going to all the USF games and seeing Charlotte and seeing Tulane,
you think Tulane's a much better? Charlotte has a better conference record.
Yeah, Charlotte looked like complete shit though.
They did.
I mean, I know it's you.
They got the big guy in the middle.
That guy is so freaking goofy looking, though.
He's huge.
He is goofy.
Yeah, early in the game, USF didn't realize that you can't be driving to the paint and trying to get stuff up on him. You gotta. Yeah. He was blocking. He was making.
I did see a pretty badass game. I think it was Wright State. Coming back, and they drove in. They had 3 seconds going for the layup, and the guy blocked it right at the last second.
Damn.
It was a good game. Let's see. What do they do against Tulane here? Charlotte. Tulane lost. Okay, by 3. Well, that's why Charlotte's favored. Shit. Okay. Well, don't listen. I'm 0-10 on college basketball in this tournament right now. So don't listen to me. I can only pick USF games. And by the way, next Friday at 6:30. Go on our social media. You can be getting $45 tickets for the Yankees game for Bubba Army night. You get a free hot dog, soda, or adult beverage, and a private. You can have access to the private bar. It's a fun time. It's spring training. The players are going to be back with the Yankees. It's going to be a nice weather. So, come on out.
Go get a sunburn.
Well, it's 6:30 at night.
Oh, okay.
So you only
get sunburn.
Yeah, you only have an hour in the sun. So, Grant, thank you. Next week,
Akron over Ohio.
Akron, no, Kent State.
Kent State, sorry. Kent State and Ohio. I think Akron, Kent State will be those are the two teams to watch, though, that are now going to be fighting for that automatic bid.
Now that Miami, Ohio's gone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Grant. Have a great, we'll see you
Enjoyed it.
next week. Everyone, we'll be here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. See ya.